Israeli media is reporting that the war cabinet will be meeting on Sunday to decide whether or not to send a delegation or not to Cairo. Let's unpack this with Nizar Farsak in Washington, D.C. He's a lecturer of international affairs at George Washington University. Nizar, great to have you here with us on TRT World. So what do you make of this development?
It definitely seems that the pressure is mounting to a point that is putting Bibi Netanyahu in a corner. He's been pressured before, and he's managed to pull it off before. So it's not guaranteed that he's gonna have to come to an agreement with Hamas on a hostage exchange, prisoner exchange. The other element that could put pressure is, again, the U.S. administration could do more than just threaten with words. It could actually take action that would get Bibi Netanyahu to concede.
And Nizar, certainly there is an international uproar, but this is what I was thinking over the past few hours. More than 30,000 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza by Israel, most of whom are women and children. But it took the killings of foreign aid workers for the international community to wake up. Why do you think that is the case?
Because it shows the extent to which the Israeli government really is not listening to anyone. The fact that these aid workers, 3 of them were former British special services, 1 was American, another was Australian. The fact that they didn't care about any of them is evidence that this government can even do more things that might jeopardize the interests of other countries. It's alarming to all of them because they didn't expect the Israeli government to be so callous, but indeed it did. And now these governments are worried that they are going to be paying prices that they didn't expect to be paying because the Israeli government literally doesn't care about anybody else but Bibi Netanyahu.
And Nizar, in exactly 1 hour from now, I think Gaza is going to hit the 6-month mark since Israel's onslaught began. What do you think the current situation of the war is? Are you confident that it's going to end anytime soon, or do you think this is going to take years?
I do not think, unfortunately, I do not think it's going to end. It's going to become a low-intensity conflict. There are many signs by the Israeli government of something of the sort, that they will split Gaza into 2 areas. The level of destruction is so huge, it's hard to see how people can go back to their homes. So that's a practical impediment to the return of life, normal life in Gaza. So what's likely going to happen is that we are going to have years of maybe something that looks more like a war of attrition between Israel, Gaza, South Lebanon, maybe even Syria and Iraqi militias. The main challenge for this Israeli government, and the next one for that matter, is that after 75 years, Israel's deterrence has completely evaporated. And Israeli citizens do not feel safe in Israel with the current army, with the current intelligence that has failed so miserably on October 7th. But until now, like as you said, it's been 6 months, and they have yet to release the rest of the prisoners, while in Syria and in Lebanon, they managed to kill high-ranking officials in Hezbollah and in the Iranian Republican Guard, while with Hamas, they only managed to kill 1 or 2 second-tier leaders. So it speaks volumes to the failure of the Israeli establishment as a whole, not only the military, but also intelligence establishment and political, of course.
Nizar Farsak, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World.